These LA fires are wild as fuck. Not because of the fires, though. I have watched the internet make fun of the situation, which honestly is a natural disaster that no one could ever be prepared for. And given that climate change has now become climate reality, with floods, blizzards, and droughts, oh my, kind of becoming an everyday occurrence, to the point where insurance companies are willing to play reindeer games about who they will and won't insure. But seeing the response to how this whole thing is unfolding it's maddening, to be honest with you. Because it's being blamed on everything from diversity, ethics, and inclusion policies to Mel Gibson doing his best impression of Kanye West, all hopped up on crack and white privilege, and calling the fires convenient. Because apparently Gavin Newsom wants the state of California empty. Which, as a conspiracy theory, is just stupid. You don't make money on an empty state. But I had to smile when I saw this. Because every frustrated, understaffed department who has quite literally begged, pleaded, coerced, and cajoled department heads and said, hey, we need more help. But capitalism, rising profit margins, and all of that said, oh, no, we can't afford that. You'll be cutting into my bonus if we do that. Now run along and make do with 2 for the price of 1. Bonus points if you can make it 4 for the price of 1. Can feel justified that the LA Fire Department is actually one of the most understaffed in America. And they warned officials, begged and pleaded with them, even went so far as to say that if we don't get the resources that we need and some shit breaks out, which it will because this is California and we have fucking fires, somebody's gonna die. And nobody listened. And while right-wingers are turning this into a propaganda fest, the sad fact and reality is what's happening in California, what happened earlier last year in South Carolina when they had to deal with that damn flood that washed away roads and shit, is happening all over the fucking country. Because infrastructure sucks. Companies are playing reindeer games and not wanting to do the shit that needs to be done because they're trying to squeeze every last fucking penny out of us. And the government's too busy trying to pit us against each other with these fucking democracy gang wars. Because they're trying to draw attention away from the fact that the majority of Congress is fucking past retirement age. So much so they lost a fucking senator for 6 months. An active sitting senator. And that bitch was in a nursing home suffering from dementia. All to keep us distracted from the fact that we are up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. And not because we lack the resources and abilities to actually fix a lot of these problems, but because the resources have been allocated in the most terrible ways. Because we are trying to uphold this bullshit legacy system of ranking things based on paint swatches and genitalia. And I just know somewhere, all the ancestors that were wrongfully buried in what are now known as indigenous burial grounds are weeping for the destruction of the planet, but also kind of getting a good chuckle at the fact that the white man finally was his own undoing. I fucking hate it here. And this, my dears, is why, for my millennial midlife crisis, I'm just going into fucking comedy. Because clearly everything's a joke anyway. Might as well giggle while Rome burns, right?